very important in a modern society for people to be literate in science, to understand what it can do and what it can't do.
It's November 2010 and the infertility pioneer Professor Robert Winston is visiting St Bonaventure's School in East London. He's here on a mission. He wants to show how young postgraduate researchers can go into schools and inspire the next generation of researchers. The project is Research Council's UK's Researchers in Residence scheme.
Some of the boys have now been implanted with a little bit more enthusiasm to strive for their dreams to become scientists.
We live longer, we live healthier lives. I think on the whole we live happier lives as a result of scientific discoveries.
Seeing Professor Winston is raising the profile of science in the school, just making the boys more aware of what they can achieve, what they might be able to aim for themselves.
I think I was one of the first people ever to analyse the DNA in a single cell, one molecule of DNA. That was one of the things that we published 22 years ago.
Questioning everything, and I really wanted to know, like, how is it that you and I have exactly the same DNA, but we look.
Inspiring the students at St Bonaventure's today are a team of scientists from Imperial College London. Dr. Meeta Jatalia works for the Medical Research Council. Meeta investigates how genes are switched on or off in the cells in our bodies, improving our understanding of many diseases.
Because this is all to do with how you package the DNA.
And Emma Farley is a third-year PhD student. Emma is researching the development of brain cells leading to a better understanding of Parkinson's disease.
Researchers in Residence scheme places researchers, real scientists, into schools and allows children to really see what a real scientist does, how they work, what they look like. I think a lot of children have this idea that scientists are usually male, usually old, wear a white coat and have lots of pens.
Researchers in Residence is funded by RC UK with support from the Wellcome Trust and is open to all secondary schools and further education colleges.
I remember when I was at school, I didn't really know how you would become a scientist. And if you can show them why you might want to do that and what are the benefits you might have in your life, that might inspire them to sort of persevere with that sort of education. So that was something that really inspired me to do this project. The similarity to humans so that we can work things out about the disease without testing it on humans.
Researchers come from all subject disciplines, science, social science and the arts and humanities. The scheme aims to engage young people with contemporary research to stimulate their interest and motivation in learning.
It's an opportunity for students to be able to see real scientists at work in society.
And that because you've got lots of these cells going to the brain, that
you switch off a cell and then remove the faulty DNA inside it and then restart it. Is that possible?
We can't switch off the cell, we would kill it. What some people are trying to do is, it's called gene therapy, what you're talking about.
They were fantastic. I mean, I thought they were very sophisticated in their thinking. They showed massively effective engagement. It was very impressive. And these kids are bright. I mean, this is a school which scores very highly in the state sector, and that's wonderful. The interesting thing is that those small mice or rats, when they grow up,
Does putting young, passionate researchers into the classroom really work? Well, research shows that schools taking part in programmes, such as Researchers in Residence, see an increase in the number of students taking science GCSEs. And what's more, they achieve more A to C grades in A-level maths.
I think the scheme would be fantastic in addressing the issue that kids aren't maybe necessarily going to study science in further education, because it allows you to see what your kind of career development, career progression you would really have.
I think my colleagues here who go into the classroom do act as role models because their age difference from the kids is not as great as this grey-haired man like myself.
But I really wanted to show the students that yes, they learn science in their textbooks, but this is science that they know the answer to. And in real life, you don't know the answer to the scientific questions you're doing. So I wanted to show them what we do in real science.
What am I working on at the moment? Well, I'm very interested in the genes which are used in the immune system to recognize foreign material. So, for example, if I transplanted, let's say, a piece of animal tissue into you normally, it would just be rejected. Now, what we're doing in my laboratory is to try to solve that by using animal sources. So we think that we have animals that might be used, where their organs could be used for human transplantation. And there are big issues there. There are big ethical questions.
This visit today will have changed science teaching at St Bonaventure's. Hopefully what we'll now do is make sure that the kids progress at a much higher rate, and that achievement at St Bonaventure's not only is better than average, which it currently is, but becomes the best in the country.